Hello, and welcome to episode 10. Episode 10 already? That's crazy. Episode 10 of Marvel Deletion.
Feels like it should be higher.
Does it? We did that to put this into perspective. We did 4 episodes of the Bodyguards. Took a week off, then had a session 0, and then had 10 sessions. That's been with us for what, like 6 months now? 5 months?
Feels like it.
That's crazy, does it? It feels like
a lifetime.
Feels like a month to me. Like since we got this started. Anyway,
surely not 6 months.
I think it is 5 months or so. It's 15 sessions
Really?
plus session 0.
We took 2 weeks off.
And we took 2 weeks off, yeah. Pretty crazy. Well, life flies by. Time goes so fast, in fact, that perhaps nobody can remember what happened oh so long ago last session. Who wants to do the recap?
I think I'm up.
Sure.
I think it's my turn. And of course, when I give the recap, it really Brozzig is giving the recap. This is Brozzig describing.
Does he have any recollection of what happened last session?
Back at
apart from the
base,
2 weapons he
what
found?
happened? Yeah, no, we started it off. Brozzig went to open door by mistake, activated giant obsidian spider. We fought the giant spider and killed it. No problems. No one almost got eaten. It was fine. Then we looted some more.
I think Newton
We got attacked by a bunch of silverware. I saw Vulgo get hit in the face by spatula. It was a whole
That
thing.
did happen.
We figured out how to use the lift. We figured out many things about the tower itself. We figured out that the current wizard, well, the previous wizard was squatting in the castle. He liked to make hybrids. No, he liked to make hybrids. I don't remember if he was the hybrid
She
guy
did,
or
not
the other
him.
guy.
He was the
She
defensive
did.
guy.
He was the defensive
just
guy. He got his face eaten by one of the hybrids. Anyway, oops. We found the previous owner, probably the creator of Tower, trapped in stone. The guy that was squatting, trapped in marble. We met with a flying trench coat. I don't remember what he was. A cloaker. We met with a cloaker who asked us to free him, and I did not want to, but Oleg convinced us it was a good idea. So we freed him, and he told us all about the evil woman that used to be in Tower, gave us password to upstairs. We went upstairs in Tower, met a pretty cool chimera who I wanted to free, but instead we murdered viciously. Well, we put him to sleep viciously, and then separated the nice part, the pseudo-dragon part, from the dickhead parts, and let him free. We're just freeing everyone. We were rewarded handsomely with all sorts of treasure. I found very cool axe. We found very cool staffs. We found very cool books. A little bit of everything. We were at the point of deciding whether or not what to do with petrified evil, quote unquote, evil wizard woman when we last left session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that about sums it up. Did Paisley, did you not add your 1 point to charisma from your pseudo dragon?
I did. I had 7. Now I have 8.
Same.
That doesn't make
I have
any
6.
sense. Mikayla, what are your stats across the top?
6, 14, 10, 10, 11, 8.
How did the GIF know before you did that you had 8 charisma?
Maybe it was 8 before and you took it away?
You did take a point away, and then we got it back. It was the whole thing.
Yeah, but if I took it away and then gave it back and then you got another point, it should, you know what I mean?
The GIF always knows.
Okay, well, I'll go have a look at Rico's character sheet and see if it's only Mikayla. It's weird for. Anyway, that is where you left off, and you were in this wizardly tower here.
Ah, yes, that drow woman.
Standing around a drow woman. That thing totally isn't there anymore. Yeah. Dude.
Oh, guys, what should we do with her? Leave her to her fate? She's definitely earned it.
listen, we have so many people after us right now. Mysterious people. They think we're dead. They think we're not dead. I do not want to have. We cannot have one other person trying to kill us that we don't know about later. We need to take care of her.
Oh, you're saying.
Yeah. We have to take care. I mean, we can't. What if some other stupid adventurers come in here and free her?
Well, I don't know that she'll know it was us who robbed her, right? Can you perceive around you when you're petrified?
Not
I
necessarily.
was just going to
but
ask, what do you think?
You would know that there are spells that might reveal that. She might have some way of knowing what happened in her tower. She can divine things and ask other magical questions.
Yeah.
It's
Look at all the crazy
wonder-
shit she did. I mean,
But can you imagine? Imagine she has no sense of time pass. Fine, if we just keep her here, there's no harm, no foul.
if we are not going to help her, I think we need to, as
I think
Vulgo
we
was
need
doing
to
over there in the
remain-
corner.
I think we need to remain indifferent.
We're not indifferent. We robbed her. We set free her pets. Like we home invaded her.
We didn't
We
know
are not
this.
indifferent.
You know,
We didn't
she
know this
was-
was her stuff
she
when
was
we
a-
came here.
But when we
were-
freed her
you were
Chimera,
robbing
we
this-
definitely knew.
this car stack.
Yeah, she was a fuck, and it's okay that we took her stuff because she was not a good person.
If she's not a good person, we should just kill her. Lex will.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I didn't say killer, but Lex said that. But I think it's okay to rob bad people.
Traditionally, I think they imprison bad people. No, not.
That's true.
I don't know about that.
Would she answer to any kind of law for what's going on here?
Yeah.
Most
Oh,
likely.
okay.
You wouldn't know.
Trust
Give me a history check. To see how much detail you know. Oleg, this should apply to you too, so I'll take one from you as well, please.
30-20.
Ooh. 17 from Oleg.
Paisley does not
cool.
the 12.
Yeah, the... I can't remember their name. Magistrates? Is that the right name?
Maybe.
Possibly.
I need to do my... I need to go to my own website to work this out.
The pigs? You can just say the pigs.
No, they're not. They're not the cops.
Oh, you mean like the government?
No, that's the whole point. They're not. The mystics, that's what I'm looking for, are a union of mages who answer only to themselves. Their primary goal is like furthering magical studies, but they do control like a very few things. So one of the things they do is control fiends, celestials, and devils. They don't control the ones that are like permanently here, but they do control any summoning of them, or bring them to life. Or bring them to this plane of existence, sorry. They also deal with necromancy, and reanimation of the undead. Primarily in cities, you can kind of get away with it if you're somewhere else. They do monitor like creation of new creatures, so they might have some questions for this drow, but you'd know that the most she get away with is a slap on the wrist. Like, nothing more than that. They do manage a few other things. Architecture, building, resource management, fertilization, the portals, a mystics controlled, international communication.
Wait, fertilization of humans or plants?
No, plants. So the problem is that so much of Urxos is a wasteland.
Okay, that
and
makes sense.
so a lot of their magic goes into making sure that enough produce is grown for people to exist
That makes
and
sense.
turning it into pills. So no, there is no law that would deal with her in this way unless she has directly killed a human, and even then, it takes a while to get the authorities to care about anything. Human being a person of humanoid aspect, not specifically that race.
Vogel, you being awfully quiet over there. What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that we came in here looking for things, but we thought this place was abandoned, and it kind of was, but I don't think that means that we should just go about killing people who get in our way.
Tell me, Vulgo, what do they do to evil wizards in books?
Well, it depends on the book, really. Sometimes they put part of their soul into an infant and then hunt them down years later.
God.
Sometimes they wage racist wars against non-magical people and their gay lover has to stop them right in the final moment.
Is that what these books are about that you're
I'm
reading?
not sure that any of those scenarios
This is why I
apply
don't
here,
read.
but thank you for your insight, Vulgo. Yeah.
I mean, listen, we have been passive already in the death of at least one person, potentially more than one person, at
Who
least
is
one
that?
person. The guy we dimed out
Vicks.
to the last demon we dealt with.
Oh, that
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
passive.
he's-
I
no,
said
no.
we actively
You were
killed
super
that guy.
responsible, but he didn't die. He just submitted him to a life of torture.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, we're 100%
Which I would argue
responsible
is
for
what it
that.
You also
Does this
maybe
mean-
subconsciously accidentally killed Vikos.
Okay, because-
I know, Vickers is the only one I feel guilty
Robinson.
about.
Robinson
All
was
right.
his name.
This is that is my point. This is an active decision here, but
Mhm.
you know, we can't be taking half measures. We can't rob
Well-
evil wizard and then just leave.
Baxter sort of turns around
You mean
and
you want to rob her all the way?
points towards
Bigger, cool
like
stuff.
the pseudo dragon escaped and the other monsters you imprisoned and like the transmuter's orb that you're holding. It's like he does have a point. If we don't get rid of these things, like powerful wizard, she created all this place and now she might just come after us. And
Yeah, look at this orb. She can track all of her shit probably. You want to leave all the loot here? Because then I'm okay.
Well, we could always pretend that we're freeing her, and then she'll be in our debt, and then we'll have her on our side.
I
well,
mean, that is
Lex will remind you that there is an anti-magic room here, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
you
like
can,
the
when
one
she
that
comes
she's in.
round, she'll
She's
be
in it.
unconscious.
She's in it.
She's
She's
in
in
it
it currently.
When
We put
she
her in it.
comes round, she would be unconscious. You could drag her back in there and then shut her in, and then you could discuss with her terms of release or whatever while she has no magical powers.
We could always throw her in with the spiders.
That's just the same as killing her.
Yeah, but
You
in a
don't want
less
the blood
mean way.
directly on your hands.
You know-
Yeah,
Vulgo.
exactly.
Guys, I would not put it. I will do it. I will not put it on your shoulders. I will take care of her.
No, but
Oh,
we're all
whatever.
responsible.
I don't want to
can
be
leave.
responsible for this woman. Sorry.
Then why don't we just leave her here? She can't do anything.
For now. You want the second powerful, evil, shady organization after us? Baxter is right.
Well,
He hunts monsters for living. He knows.
A monster
Lex
is
agrees. This is a monster. He points to the drow. You see what she did here.
we have only got one side of this story. She might have a very good, reasonable explanation.
Aisha was sort of
as to
looking,
why she-
like, I don't really want to
That.
kill her, but we have three sides. Like, three different people said she was evil. Not one. And what she was doing here, I mean, look
Also.
at these creatures.
And none of them could have colluded with each other. Err on the side of believing them.
Well,
We've got no
Well,
problem
I mean,
handing
her
the other
robe looks
wizard
cool,
over to
right?
her.
Yeah, he's going to be. Newton's going to torture that guy for a long time, probably. He's already in.
Newton
immense
hasn't
pain,
got
most
it.
likely.
Newton gave it
Oh, who
to,
took it? Who took
Remember,
it?
to
we're-
Vulgo
no,
to
what-
give to Mikayla.
Oh, Vulgo
yeah,
has it. Yeah.
Vulgo, you have a guy in your bag. You got a lot of nerve.
Good,
taking the
good
money.
point, Baxter. Good point, Baxter. I like it.
It was Aisha, but sure.
Good point. Good point.
What
Aisha.
is this gagging up?
Uh,
All
She
right.
does have a nice pretty robe.
Brozzig
Killer
has the transmuter
Brozzig.
stone. He's gonna go and put it in the column to open up the anti-magic room.
Okay.
She's just a statue right
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
now.
Oleg is
Puts it in
thinking,
and-
what would Lily
Ooh, I love that.
He takes out.
Baxter
his
looks at you,
beautiful-
and I've known Eliara in a long time. She'd be dead already.
Wow.
Yikes.
He takes out
doesn't
his
hesitate.
beautiful new obsidian staff.
Mhm.
Wow.
He gets ready to swing it back.
Oh, yeah. We won't get the robe that way. But that's okay.
Hey, don't mess
These
up her
robes.
loot.
Now you guys want? Now you want the loot?
If you're gonna kill her, then we should
man.
at least get all her stuff. Come on. I was fine to leave the stuff if we're leaving her, but if we're gonna kill her, then I want the stuff.
It's only logical.
Del, if
yeah,
I call
let's-
you a loot goblin, is that offensive? To,
It's
to
highly
goblins?
racist, but
Okay,
And
it's
sorry.
absolutely
I'm-
correct.
I'm very old.
It's
I'm
highly
very old.
racist, but I do fall into that stereotype.
50 years
so
ago,
it's
it was
fine.
appropriate to say,
It's
but nowadays
fine.
it's
The
not.
times have changed. It's fine.
All right, Baxter,
Yeah.
help me drag her
Let's
over
drag
to.
her.
We have one more charge. We have one more charge, right? You said
Yeah, and then
three
it
and then
might
it explodes.
explode.
Oh, after 3 or after on the 4th? On the 3rd, it
I
may
thought
explode.
it was above 3. It explodes.
We don't know.
What did
I
the
don't
cloaker
know.
say? We don't know what the cloaker said.
He said after 3 attempts it may explode.
After 3. Okay.
Well, this
so
is
the
number
third thing.
3.
Yes, but I don't know if it explodes immediately after the 3rd attempt or
Well, you know, if
when
the
you make
tower
a
gets
fourth.
if the tower gets exploded, even better. Probably. We don't need another hermit crab evil wizard coming in here.
I'm gonna stand in the elevator, ready to press the button to go down
That's true.
if
The
it
elevators
explodes.
may be the
All right.
safest place.
Baxter will help you drag it in. You have the transmuter stone.
I put it in.
Romeo D100.
Oh god. Hmm.
50.
Wow. Middle of the road as possible.
Well, that is one above explosion. Good job.
Huzzah!
49
Love
or
to
below,
speak
it just
live.
goes boom. Yeah, she comes around. She as you see her slowly turn back to her physical form. She's completely unconscious, lying flat on her face.
All right, we quickly strip off her cloak and
Baxter will
What else
shoot her in
does
the
she
head.
have?
Brozzig is going to pull out his thing. He's like, oh,
All right.
He doesn't
Baxter.
hesitate at all.
okay.
Just puts the gun to her
Well,
head.
let's get her stuff.
You know what,
gosh.
Baxter? I like that you don't hesitate. I saw what you were doing in fight.
Messy.
I understood.
Alright, take what you want. Let's get out of here.
Vulgo flinches at the gunshot.
We grab.
Okay, so we have a few different things. We have the transmuter's robe,
Ooh.
which you may look at here.
Oh, that's
Ooh la
cute.
la.
Bro.
Wow.
There is a dark shard amulet. I think that's the one. Let me just have a look at it. Because I gave out the wrong staff, so let's not give out the wrong
Wow,
amulet
that
as
is
well.
a powerful robe.
Wow.
Badass.
No, it's not a dark shard
We
amulet.
We need to roll off for
Oh,
that one.
oh.
I think we all may want that one.
Yes, do make sure you have noticed it does say for 1 minute.
Mhm.
Because I thought it was
Yeah.
busted as fuck. And then I realized it only lasted a minute, and I was like, it's not as broken as I thought.
And it's just one of the boons.
Yeah, bonus act. Well, you got 3 charges, 1 charge for each. So you could get 3 of those things for 1 minute at a time. So yes,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Pretty
Oh.
powerful.
I think though, as a bonus action, you spend 1 charge to gain falling back 1 minute, or until you use this property again. So like,
Yeah, you can't
I
have
mean
more
that
than
if
1
you
at
use-
once, but you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do
that's
3
right.
different ones at 3 different points throughout the day. Or
Yes.
the same one 3 times throughout the day.
but not all 3 at once.
No, if you start to use the boon again, it'll stop the previous one. Is what
Exactly,
Exactly.
that. Exactly that, yes.
I think the robes are a little ugly, so Vulgo doesn't want them.
Wow.
Listen,
Now
I
you're
wanted
so
to
fashion
kill
forward.
her.
These
So
were
I
made
get
for
first dibs.
drow wizard dress. Not quite my style either.
Wow. If you want it, Brozzig, it's all you.
Well, let's see what else we got there. Let's get out of. We're on the way out of the tower. This is us analyzing it later, right? I assume
Yeah,
we're
we're
not
doing
sticking around.
inventory as we leave.
That and the dark. So there's 2 items: the robe and the amulet. That's it.
No. The amulet was not a dark shard amulet.
Oh.
It is a master's amulet. And you would know this master's amulet is attuned to a shield guardian somewhere. However, you did see some shards of obsidian outside. So that's probably not going to be very useful for you. Yes, I think it's a shield guardian amulet or
Master's amulet.
master's amulet. I think they're both the same thing. Oh yeah, one would be on the shield guardian and one would be on the master, correct. So that's those 2. She also has a strange dagger at her hip. And I will get that for you. It is called a ritual dagger. This is not on D&D Beyond. But once per day, you can. Once per day, you can cast a ritual immediately as an action. And if you choose to take the dagger to your own hand, you can take 1d4 piercing damage to cast a spell at one level higher than its original level. And that's got 3 uses per day.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, but pretty dark. And she also has a dart on her. And that is... so you can use an action to cause thick emerald green poison to coat this magical dart. If it hits, the creature must make a DC 14 Constitution save or take an extra 2d8 poison damage on the attack and become poisoned for 1 minute. A reminder that the items like this won't recharge. That is a one-time use, no attunement. It's a single dart that in a time of need you can lob at someone's face.
Excellent.
So effectively, it's the ritual dagger. I don't think any of you can ritual cast anyway. Oh, ooh.
Oleg can ritual
Oleg
cast
can.
detect magic.
Yeah, it's also an attunement item, the ritual dagger, I will say. So, I don't know. If
An
it's-
attunement or not attunement?
It requires attunement.
Oh, it requires attunement.
And obviously it's a very dark aspect. But no one's judging you if you take it.
Yeah, we had to murder somebody to get it, so no
Right.
judgment-free zone here. Oleg.
But Paisley, I will tell you that you will note something else on that looks like a strange tome.
Did you say toad?
Tome, like a book.
Tome. Oh.
However, when you go to pick it up, it is digital in some way. You notice that despite it's very old, there is sort of very primitive computerization on this. Effectively, it is a tome that requires a password to open.
Wow, this is old school. Let me try the password we got for the elevator. Vulgo, what was that? It was some elvish word. Type.
There were different ones. It was rise.
Yeah, try all of them.
Descend.
How many attempts do you get before you get locked
But
out?
if you remember, she commanded the door to open with open in Elvish. She required the lift to ascend and descend with simple Elvish.
She's very
Oh,
liberal.
lock.
She's quite
Open
simple.
book.
You say in the Elvish, repeating the words that that you managed to glean before. Just open.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't work. And give me a Arcana check. You can give me this with advantage. You like computers. Oh,
I got a nat 20.
I can.
nice.
Ooh,
Well,
nice.
never mind.
Cool. You will note that there is a little counter going down, which is now it's a timer.
God.
You have about 30 seconds to speak it on
Oleg.
password, and you also notice that 1 of 3 is now red. On 3 reds, this is going to delete itself.
Oleg! Hack this.
What is this?
Hack this. Hack
Why
this
is it
password protected
password?
book.
What was her pet's name? What was the
I've
spider's
never
name?
had to- I've never heard of hack book.
How do you tell a tome to open?
You say, I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
No.
You see the seconds
That-
counting down: 22, 21,
Oh my
20,
gosh,
19,
okay.
Unlock?
18,
I like unlock.
17,
Try unlock.
Unlock?
16, failed. 2
Oh
red,
god, we're on our last
13,
chance.
13, 12.
Oh my god.
Um,
Oh my
um,
god.
I will give me an insight check. 1, Paisley. Just straight roll, no help, no guidance, no nothing.
Okay. Insight, huh?
You have a
That's-
card. You have a card though.
You're right. I'll use a
Oh,
card.
yeah.
This is a good time for it.
Great idea.
This is a great time for it. This is your moment. Know thyself. Know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories, and a
One
D4.
word.
Well, it was a 14.
She's a simple
So-
person.
Yeah,
It seems to
exactly.
be a diary of some sort or a personal journal. You might try her name. That is the. I will
Oh,
give you that. With a
wow.
14, you are successful.
That's
So just
sweet.
try her name. It is Averna.
Oh.
Averna.
Whoa.
Well, I think it's Averna, not Awerna.
I'm gonna read her diary.
Yeah, Verna.
That's her name.
Open that.
Oh no.
There's a whole load of
Averna.
information about the quest and everything that isn't quite relevant. But sure, she's a worm, and she has this horrible thing over her eye, by the way. This horrible.
Well, that's with the hole where
Into the
Baxter
placement,
shot
yeah.
her.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, and as you say this, slowly the tome sort of opens itself up on the floor, Paisley, as you drop it to its weight as it expands out. And as you begin to open this book and take a little read through, a lot of it doesn't make any sense. A lot of it is written in the drow tongue, and is not necessarily legible to you. Though Lex will come and quietly read the words to you, because she is completely fluent.
Perfect.
In Elvish, and you will discover 2 or 3 things very quickly, and the third sort of after 10 or 15 minutes. The first thing is that she talks about conducting experiments. These monsters is not where she started. She started with humans. She started with human slaves, combining them, 2 or 3 of them, memories, body parts, etc. First of all, the Mystics would have eradicated her for that.
Pretty fucked up.
Secondly, you know she built this tower.
Wow.
And to do so, she used the powerful magic that comes at the moment where life meets death. Dark death magic, using deaths of innocence to power building this tower. And after reading for about 15 minutes, you will note that A, you've got pretty much all her treasure. B, that pseudo-dragon was stolen from someone else, which I think you might have got from the pseudo-dragon as well.
You said it was a
She
familiar.
mentioned something about having an old friend.
Yeah, but it's so old that perhaps, so long ago that perhaps no longer relevant. And lastly, that she once had an apprentice near the end of her life who ran off, whose name was Korsk, who is the same wizard who is in that ball that Vulgo has.
Wow. Vulgo, you have this woman's apprentice. That's who that incompetent wizard was.
He went off, you would assume became more competent, came back, found her petrified, and took over her tower. No, he never seemed to be.
I guess she wasn't that great of a teacher either. Well, you know, Brozzig, finding this, I feel more confident in our decision. This woman was not a good person.
No, it was tough. It was tough to see. I made it selfishly, but apparently it was for the greater good what we did here. So
yeah. So our hands are clean.
Let's get the hell out of here. This place
is
still giving me creeps.
I hope you're right.
I think we are.
Okay.
And Newton got a really sick spell book.
Newton did get a spell book, and he's very head deep in it.
I love that for him.
He
Can't wait for him to level up.
keeps muttering and speaking.
Should we be concerned?
Is he okay?
This is an evil death magic wizard's spell book we gave him, and nobody checked it first. So
none of us are wizards.
That's probably fine.
Let's tell Alania.
Yeah, exactly.
Just let her know. Give her heads up when we get
She
there.
would know more about this.
They're gonna grass on him.
As you leave, you get to the ground floor. And you go to leave, and Newton sort of, wait! And he runs back in.
God, don't die.
And goes into the kitchen. And he looks sort of into the back of a cupboard. And takes a small silver pearl. As he's leaving, he twists the pearl in his hand. And the doors lock. Suddenly, Cower just disappears. Behind you.
What?
What the fuck spell was that? What spell was that, Newton?
I didn't cast a spell. The book seems... It has some memories. And one of them is how this tower was concealed. Paisley, as you can flick through your book till the beginning of the bit where it's about building the tower, and you will find that she had a pearl that allowed her to conceal this tower at a moment's notice. And he went and found that. But he'd be very aware that the book has memories. It means it's talking to it.
It's sentient, yeah.
It's an
That's probably a problem.
I mean, the axe I found is quite nice. You know, he's
Oh,
been
that's
talking to
true,
me this whole
actually.
time.
What has the book
That's
been
right.
telling you to do?
Mini Mara, whatever your name is. I can't. I can't. It's in Goliath. I don't know.
Remember.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Newton said it looks at you and it mostly wants more spells, and it didn't belong to
Pretty
her.
normal so far.
No.
No, she found it long after its creation.
Wow. Does
I
it know
mean-
where it came from?
Some old wizard, Jordan or something. Yordle. Not quite sure.
Sounds like you have some homework. Pat Newton on the
Yeah,
soldier.
she did something that made it lose lots of its pages, or ink on the pages, or words on the pages, or spells on the. I'm not really sure.
Like throw them out? Like, what do you mean?
No, she modified the book's memory, or tried, but eventually it remained closed to her. So she locked it away.
I mean, Newton. Now that you have Pearl, does that mean you? Are you like the owner?
Is
it
this your
Newton's
tower?
Of the
now?
tower?
You own- Yeah.
I might like to come back sometime.
I mean,
if-
Yeah.
I mean, unless you think, do you want it? You came with me to help me. I'm
I
very
think
grateful.
this place is cursed.
This
you know, we
tower.
could maybe just
Well, hold
part
on
of the
now.
collusion. Maybe part of the
Yeah.
collusion now is a
Perhaps
fallback
we
base.
at least,
I'll tell Eliana about it, but like,
I think
like the
Newton's
idea of-
tower has a nice ring to it.
right?
Better than that
Um,
other guy.
He has a smile on his face, and you can see that he's that was definitely running through his mind.
Yeah.
I think we should burn it.
The tower?
It's made
I
of
think
rock.
it's an
I think
accursed,
it is made of
evil
stone.
place.
How do we burn
Crystal.
stone?
Burn
How do we
the
burn,
inside.
how do we burn obsidian? I don't think that
Burn the
works.
inside. That's also hay and webs.
You know what?
Um,
You ask your genie friend if we can burn stone.
It's
That's
impervious. You don't tell me. It has to be destroyed by its creator, or by anybody else who has the means to do so. Maybe we should leave that decision to Eliana, and you could see on his face he's realized that he has the means to do so. With the crystal in his hand.
Yeah, no, we don't need to go destroying it quite yet, dude. We'll talk about it.
Newton's tower does. And he just has a little
Cool,
smile on his
right?
face, and then you guys can get back in the ATV, and
Yay.
begin the journey back. There will be a night's sleep on the way, so go ahead and take a long rest.
Yay.
And take 10 experience points to killing the drow.
Yay. Murder.
Yes, minus 10
Actually,
karma,
Baxter
but
did it.
well, 10 experience points. Oh, you
Oh yeah,
knew
we
what
are
was
innocent.
happening.
We are very
Oh,
innocent. of
totally.
this.
That's right. Technically, our hands are clean.
I mean,
We're just robbers.
Brozzig's left hand is definitely incredibly covered in blood.
I was
He
gonna say
he was holding the body when he got shot.
Rosie was
I
like,
s-
should I smash her head and then back?
Yeah, I was ready to do what is necessary. Okay.
As you're traveling back, though, on the second day, Aisha will find Vulgo and Paisley separate. The rest of the. We'll just take a moment to bring the two of you aside. I don't know if it's my place to think on these things. I've been ruminating over the last 24 hours. That woman was clearly evil, but should we be the judge, jury, and executioner?
Well, I sneezed when it happened, so I didn't actually see what happened. So I'm actually technically very, very innocent of everything that happened.
Yeah, I would say Baxter pulled the trigger. Let's just remember I said let's just leave her. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think getting rid of bad people is not a bad thing. She did objectively bad things here. And she can't do them anymore, so, you know. We
Right.
can't make all these decisions, but
I've fought on behalf of the Collusion a lot.
Mhm.
But I've only killed once.
Ooh.
I fought
Like a
monsters,
person?
constructs, elementals, those sorts of things, but only one person. Right as I pulled the trigger, she looked me in the eyes. Just happenstance, coincidence. But our glances met just before she fell to the ground. She wasn't evil. She was just on the other side. She was a protector of one of the political parties. I didn't want to go with the authorities. None of us did, so we fought back. Killed 6 of them, but only one did I. Her name was Valentina.
Have
That's
we
about it.
fought any like people so far? I don't think so, right?
No, the only deaths you're responsible for are Robinson's and indirectly Vickers.
Cool.
I still claim innocence.
Sort of. There are people after you, right? Bad people.
Something is. I don't know about people.
Yeah. Maybe they forgot about us by
There's
now.
always people behind the evil, Volker. Always.
Yep.
They come after you, will you fight back?
That's what it comes to. If it's kill or be killed.
She just sort of nods. Looks down. She just looks sad. She says nothing more.
Yeah.
I whisper to Paisley, this is getting very awkward.
I think she's kind of working through some other stuff right now too, you know, with her family and that big mission coming up.
She's going through a lot, you know that, and she does seem on edge.
Mhm.
Then I think maybe this is maybe like a girl thing you can help her with.
You're
And
trying
I'll,
to
like
put
try
all
and
the responsibility
slyly
for
walk
comforting
away.
her on me. You
Yeah.
may have noticed my negative charisma. Sure, but I'll just hang out with Aisha a little bit on the
Yeah.
car ride.
Noting
there.
this, she sort of gets her gun kit out. That's working
Oh,
on your
yeah.
gun.
Oh no,
hers,
she's
with
gonna kill us all.
No,
She said,
I
no,
did
this is a
want to
cleaning kit.
practice
instead, yeah.
cleaning my gun. Yeah,
Yeah, and she'll teach you
exactly.
through it and talk you through the different steps and like taking the gun apart and putting it back together. And she'll sort of look at it and, you know, some of those parts in that gun are pretty well made. That was an expensive piece once.
Hmm.
You could replace the barrel and
Is it just old?
I think so. A couple of the parts brushed up. There's a guy you could talk to him, Gats. He's a little dodgy, but he lives on the edge of perdition. A lot of collusion guns come through him. He might help you fix it up. You've come attached. Or give you something better if you're looking for that. And she'll show you hers, and her gun is sort of a very modern, almost Glock-like pistol.
Cool.
Very, very efficient recon, but as you can't help but notice, it's kind of lacking in personality. Well, it's very utilitarian. Yours has something, you know. Something
I do like my
cool about
shitty
it.
pistol. But yeah, you know, maybe like a backup gun wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Where this one wants to act up.
I mean, you're pretty good with that slingshot, right?
Oh yeah, well of course that's old reliable.
Saying, I think you could do well with that piece. If you want to work on it and do it up. I'm more than happy to help you if you can get some parts for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to making my little rust bucket better.
You know what it needs though? Proper holster.
Ooh.
I heard they've got these Like these, look. And she'll show you like this sort of leather belt she has on, and they've got like different contraptions on them. Some of them are. This one's quick draw, you know.
Wow.
If I ever pull the gun out, like it's always loaded.
Oh,
As
that's
long as it's been holstered for a minute, you know. But they have some other ones. But some of them let you get off a quick double fire at the beginning. A few
Whoa,
other cool functions.
that sounds cool.
You should ask Gats about them. Proper gunslinger
Did we ever
also.
go meet Gats,
No.
or did we just
No,
talk
I never been
about
to
meeting
Gats.
him? Okay, we haven't been there yet. Okay, yeah, thanks. I will definitely check that out.
You owe me a shopping trip.
I know. I'm like, now that we have some, some treasure to maybe pawn.
We could get some of these sold.
Exactly.
Gats is good
Yeah,
for
we
two
have-
things: guns and getting stuff sold. He's got a real dodgy friend that you can have a word with.
Oh boy, sounds cool.
I think his name's like Creepchit or Creechpit or something. I just call him the Creep.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, we need a fence. That's exactly what we need, actually. Perfect.
Yeah.
Baxter would inform you. His name's Cretchtit.
What the hell did you just say?
It's like this.
Oh god. Is that like
Oh, he's an old,
lizard
he's
folk
an old
or
fellow.
something? What language is that?
I don't think it's a. I think it's some sort of devil speak.
Oh.
He's
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right weird, but he does pay well and quickly.
Mm.
I think he
Okay.
eats it all.
I mean, as long as the money's good, he can do whatever he wants with this stuff. Yeah, I'll see what the boys think. I think a shopping trip sounds like a great idea.
I don't know. I think Baxter's playing a guitar on the fucking ceiling.
I know, I'm rocking out.
I don't know. I feel like I'm playing Risk of Rain. Great game. Yeah, cool. You guys can head back. We go back to the collusion base.
Yay.
Dope.
On the way back, could I try and cast mage armor with the staff?
Uh huh.
And also, like, what does that look like?
It's kind of up to you, I think, as far as I'm concerned. I know you have to be holding the staff. Like, if you don't do anything to it, you'll see like this thin, shimmering layer of like almost completely transparent black go over you briefly, and then like you'll only be able to see it if you catch it in the right light, at the right angle. You just catch a shimmer of it. But for the most part, it's almost invisible.
Cool. Yeah. I'll
Oh.
cast that on myself.
Volgo, you're getting your staff to work. This is wonderful.
Well, it's doing something.
I don't know. I think mine is magical too. The one I found.
Oh, what does it do?
I don't know. Last night I was just rubbing it. I was like cleaning it, and I just rubbing it really, really hard, and just all of a
Okay.
sudden, like these lights just burst out the end of it, and they were dancing all around the room. You want to see?
Was you exhausted
While this
afterwards?
while this
'Cause I
conversation
think-
is happening, Oleg is just like whoever's sitting next to Oleg, he's just like poisoned.
Yeah. Now watch. You want to see me rub my staff and then see what happens?
Hey, what's going on back
I'll show you. He rubs his new staff that he found. And the runes on it like start to glow, and I can cast dancing lights out of the end of it.
there? Ooh.
Yeah, and
You
when
can
you
see
do
these
so,
blue-white lights.
exactly, they sort of move in this hypnotizing pattern. And at first, just kind of catch it with a glance, and then the closer you look, the more you find your eyes just following these motes of light as they move around. Really, quite hypnotic.
Yeah, see, I can do magic now too.
Oh,
Wonderful.
when you said you were rubbing your staff, you really meant.
Yeah, no, what do you think I meant?
No. That's
We are
fine.
staff. We are staff brothers now. You have one, I have one. This is great. I can do magic. I can teach you how to hit people with it, maybe, and emergencies. This is wonderful. Volgo.
Yeah. You're right. I think that sounds like a good idea.
I stop rubbing my staff.
Before, well,
Thank
before you two
goodness.
bond over, before you
Thank
two bond over
goodness.
your sticks, perhaps we give a brief to Eliana.
Yeah, you guys can head back and you find her relaxing. It's the first time you've ever seen her not like on duty. Bear with me a
Chilling,
second, just
huh?
go
Her hair up
music.
and stuff. Like, what's going on?
No. She is at the bar. And she's wearing her full armor. As always. That's not what I was looking for, excuse me. So I don't know why she's attacking people. There we go. She sat at the bar, which is also not this picture. I've really failed everything here, haven't I? Where do we go? Is this?
This looks like
Oh,
a
this
nice
is what I was
place to
thinking.
lounge.
Yeah, it's the recreation zone. We're not there. We're in the bar. Here we go.
Here we go.
So she's at the bar. You remember the behind the bar is the robot, simply called bartender. She's got a large glass of red wine in front of her. She's on her own. And she's sort of got her legs crossed, sitting sideways on the bar and swinging her chair a little bit. And she's quite chill, quite relaxed.
Well, let's ruin her day and tell us all the weird stuff we found.
As you get to her, you will look around and note that Baxter, Aisha, Newton, Kronks, Lex.
Are they here too? Gang all
No,
here?
no. As you
Oh.
look around, just somehow they've all made themselves very scarce very quickly.
What's going on?
Left you to it.
When
What?
someone that
Wow.
serious is happy, it is more dangerous than if they are in a bad mood. Go ahead, Oleg. You got this. I pat him on the back.
Yeah, Oleg, good luck.
Me?
The wonder you wanted to see her. That was your
This was
idea.
Newton's job.
This
She
was
turns
your
and she's got a
idea.
smile on her face instead of, well, you're back. Let your
Yes.
wizard tower go.
Into the ground, I believe.
What?
It's quite a long story.
Oh, please tell her.
But let me start from the beginning, and I will.
You went to
recount.
find out about the past of Alexis, right?
Oh yes,
Oh boy, did we.
it's been that long since we've seen you.
It was all
Only
one
been
trip,
like
I
a couple
believe.
days.
Yeah, been
Right?
done 48 hours.
It feels like
Was
at
a
least
lot.
it feels like at least 3 sessions worth of time.
I feel like I've aged. Yes, we factory where Lex was born made some troubling discoveries.
Oh,
Yes, well, you see, Lex was never actually alive.
I
in the
suspected as
first
much.
place. I'm sorry?
I suspected as much.
Yes. Your suspicions were likely correct. Lex was put together and given some sort of sentience. We're not sure of by whom, but we've already marked the location.
Okay.
Collusion to.
You need any
Yes.
resources on that, you let me know, but Glenn can deal with that. And your wizard tower went into the ground.
Something like that, yes. It was not actually belonging to this Karstock.
Oh?
A wizard that
It's known as Korsock's Tower, always was, wasn't it?
apparently not. Karstock was simple squatter. He was former apprentice of owner of actual owner.
Oh, who was the owner?
Of Verna.
You
Ring a
see her
bell?
like turn really quickly and Averna. She was a drow.
That's correct.
She
You're
was.
familiar.
Oh, you know her. Ugh. I hope you weren't friends.
Oh,
I've heard that name in
sisters.
a long time. Goodness me, no.
Oh,
I
great.
thought the Mystics drove her out. She was a member of the Mystics.
Yes.
Not well enough.
A
Powerful
member of the
enchantress.
Mystic.
Powerful enchantress and wizard in her own right. But then she started experimenting. Strange experiments.
Yes, most definitely, and we encountered many of his experiments.
Maybe that's
we
why she let the
dispatched them.
tower fall under the name of someone else.
Perhaps
You killed her?
disassociate her name. Sorry.
You killed her?
Well,
That was evil.
firstly, we dispatched of a couple of her creations. We also actually helped in
You helped do what?
Uh,
We went completely silent.
helped to free a couple of her experiments. They were fine. We used discretion. And yes, she was.
Aisha there?
Of course.
Hmm.
When you
She
freed the
provided-
creatures?
She provided oversight. Yes.
Hmm.
And finally, yes. Sorry, Averna, the evil witch, was petrified by her own creation. So dispatching of her.
A deserving fate. And you shattered her?
Not
Shattered
quite.
her face.
I would just like the record to show that I wasn't actually involved in any of this,
Oh.
and it
Yeah,
cannot be
Vulgo shouldn't
traced
get
back
any of the
to me.
credit.
Right.
I don't want credit from
And
that.
we made the executive decision.
We
Eliana.
work
Yeah,
as team.
this-
All decisions were
based based on all of information we.
Oh, if you killed her, you did the right
received,
thing. I'm just surprised she didn't kill you.
glad you-
Yeah. Well,
She
that's
didn't get
good.
the chance.
I'm glad.
She probably
I
would have
do,
killed us.
However, we do have a gift for you.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
We do.
I will pull out the
a little something.
what is it?
The mug of endless coffee.
Mug of
Boundless
Yeah,
coffee.
See, I found this, and I know how much enjoy coffee.
That's good. She sort of stops for a moment and. Now this is a service.
It's not bad, right?
All good people. I can only think of one way to repay you. You got yourself your first set of collusion armor.
This not illusion, huh?
No, that's the newbie jacket. She sort of smiles. See, Goran, let yourself sit it out.
Are you sure you don't want to give us 300 XP?
I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Oleg will be
Weird
like,
thing to say, Vulgo.
Yeah. Whereas Paisley knows exactly what it is to level up because she's played all those games.
Yeah, this isn't a game, Vulgo.
Isn't it?
you
Isn't it?
as always, you are too kind, Eliana.
Sure.
Oh, well, one more thing before you may want to keep eye on Newton. He
Oh, yeah.
found very powerful book in Wizard Tower that is now speaking to him.
We found a sentient
Um,
item. All sentient items that the collusion members encounter should really be checked by myself.
Okay.
Oh,
I found one too.
Oh, you did?
by the way,
Yeah. You want to meet the mini Marak?
Sure.
Marak?
So cute.
I pull the axe off of my back.
I will
you
step
see-
aside.
He's here. He seems cool though. He said he could teach me some cool moves or something. I don't know.
She's sort of very
Seems to be-
quiet. He says, Kulthia Svergon.
Mm.
That which chops and cuts. Aggressive name for a rather aggressive being. He suits you. And she just hands him back to you. Yeah, harmless. Although, well, I mean, it could do harm, but
He's pretty
Harmless.
sharp. Yeah. The book. I don't know. It was made by even the more ancient wizard than Averna.
I see. One moment, and then you just hear over the PA the whole collusion center. Newton to the bar on floor 7.
no,
Newton to
good
the bar on floor 7. And Newton sort of reluctantly comes in with his head held low. Sort of moves over to the bar and just sort of puts the book on the table. Looks at you guys. You can tell there is an absolute sense of
Dirtiest look
betrayal.
ever.
He looks betrayed.
Hey, she checked my axe too. She checked my
You
axe
should've
too.
known
Part
this
of the
would
deal,
happen.
Newton. You didn't tell us.
We can't
Honesty
have you
is-
getting possessed.
Honestly, is best policy, Newton. You will learn this.
Sort of slides it towards her. Go on, you can take it. She just puts her hand in it for a moment. Opens her eyes and looks a little surprised and looks at him and... How rude.
Wow.
It won't speak to me. Says it
Like
will only speak to
shy.
you.
Aw.
No, it's attuned to someone else.
What does that mean?
And Newton sort of raises his hand, and the book manifests itself in the air, hovering up in the air about 3 foot above the bar.
It's like telekinesis.
And the pages will start sort of furiously scrolling to certain pages, and writing comes across, and you can see she's communicating telepathically with it, but it's writing answers back at her. And this sort of engagement goes on for 5 or 6 minutes before he's bored shitless. The bartender starts offering you all drinks. Newton is looking on with rapt attention, terrified. She sort of smiles, and powerful artifact, but it's chosen you. She passes it back to him. There's no real danger there. Apart from you getting us all killed. And with that, she'll smile, and you may take an additional 15 experience points for reporting to Eliana about the
For
book.
being tattletales.
Yay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Being a
Gene, you
I
said
have,
that?
yes, I have 15 XP brackets doing the right thing written down in my notes.
Do the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. You did the right thing. But yeah, you guys can. It's 7:30, 8 o'clock. You can go down to the canteen, get some food. And as soon as you get down there, you see Dylan sort of sitting on the edge of the table. And as soon as he sees you guys, he's like waving you over.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, tell me all about it. All about it. Tell me
Yo,
everything that happened. Like,
Dylan.
Baxter said he shot someone, but that's it. And Aisha just said the mission was successful. Like, oh.
Those are 2 huge understatements.
Dylan, get me 2 more beers and I will tell you the
Done!
whole story.
You see him sort of, he shouts over, and after a while, Kogon and Ivan will come to the table, holding 3 beers in each hand, and then they will slide one over to, they will slide one each over to Brozzig, so each dwarf is holding 2 beers. Yeah, Dylan sort of sits forward. So come on, tell me everything, like all the details.
I skip over all the magic bits and just talk about all the gory bits of the fighting in brutal detail to Dylan. As I
Yeah,
go.
he looks sort of intrigued, but he keeps sort of like asking questions specifically about Lex and about what happened there, and like.
he likes
I'll
robots.
take
I
a-
don't know. I didn't understand.
I'll
what
take an
happened.
insight check from anybody with a proficiency or a positive modifier.
Well, speaking of, could I go and try and find her?
You can go and find her. You will find her. And the rest of you, give me an insight check if you have a positive modifier or proficiency.
18 for Brozzig.
Is 0 positive?
Yeah, that's fine. It's not a minus.
Then that's a 17.
It says +0. It doesn't say -0.
Very true.
It's a 17 and an 18. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. You get the impression that Dylan is jealous that you've been on a mission. He wants to like live vicariously through you guys, basically.
We gotta solve this guy.
And as you know, as you guys tell him all that, he's like, well, now that you've got more like power and stuff, Shift said that you did Luvon a favor. I don't suppose you
Something
could
like that.
speak to him for me.
I don't know how much
I'd
pull we have with
rather
him.
not go back.
Just
I mean,
Just put in
what
a
do you
good
want?
word,
What do you want
man.
us to tell? What do you want us to tell him? That you are
Just-
sorry?
sure, or just
I mean,
ask him
are you
nicely
sorry? Are you sorry though?
Of course. Been
Okay,
stuck
and I
here
mean-
for 4 years.
We want to help you, but I also don't want to lie to a very powerful asshole.
Won't be lying. I gave him his item back straight away,
We saw it.
but he still wants to kill me for the cheek of it, apparently.
These devils, they like to hold grudge. They
Right, but I mean, like, I tell you what. What if you gave him a gift? Try and like.
What do you have?
like on
He sort of
behalf
looks
the-
hesitantly at you. Yeah. Let me get it.
Oh, that's
And he runs off to his room, and he comes back a moment later with this beautiful sort of rosewood box. It's about this tall, and it's definitely a box with a bottle in it.
Ooh.
Like I said, it says 50 years in beautiful script. Yeah, it's called The Rosewood.
I'll look at it and be like, Dylan, who did you steal?
Still is a strong word.
It's the correct word in this case, but
No, I wanted gambling.
that's fine.
That's not stealing.
Hold on.
No insight check needed.
Did you cheat? Did you cheat?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but
wait.
that's not the problem.
Oh. What is?
It's more. I think they stole it.
Secondhand stolen goods is like
Sure.
it's so gray. It's such a gray.
And
area.
Crocs is a nice guy.
Wait a minute.
He wouldn't be too angry, right?
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Wait, did Kronks steal it, or did it was stolen from Kronks?
The second one.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
God. Who took this from Crown?
But he can't drink it, right?
Didn't
who are you
And then he
Kronks
kind of looks
drink it
around in
before?
panic,
Who had-
going like,
Who had
Kronks
the
was
balls
drinking.
to steal from Kronks?
Dylan.
If you want
I'll
our
kick
help, you
his,
have to
I'll kick
share.
his chair if he's sitting on it.
he's sitting on the edge of the table. Shift.
Wow. Wow.
Bastard.
He's kind of
It always comes back to that
suited to
shifty
be
character.
suited to be a
Shifty
thief, you know. He's in and out before you know it.
Wait a minute.
I mean,
Olu-
as long as
Is
my
this like a
name
fancy
doesn't come up, you
wine?
could like check it with. No, it's a bottle of old aged whiskey.
Oh.
I think it's worth about 50,000 credits.
Oh. Wow.
That's some
Sheesh.
high stakes gambling
That's,
you were doing, Dylan. My God.
That is that's grand theft.
I was,
think.
yeah, I had Eliana's watch on the table,
Oh God.
and he said,
Why did
"Oh,
you
I
have
shouldn't have."
that?
Oh, I'm gonna wash
My
my
God.
mouth.
Brozzig is
Right.
checking his pockets, like making sure he has.
No,
all
no,
of
you're
his
fine. You're fine. I,
I have
a
nothing.
couple of
of
years
value.
back, I kind of lost most of the things that I have, and I get caught with that one. Look, if you want to take my name out of it and just ask Kronks about it, get the okay from him. You guys are like on good terms with him, right? You
All of us, right?
you
Vulgo?
trialed his deal, right?
I'll look over at Vulgo when he says you're all on good terms with him, right?
Yeah, well, I have got it that you're here, and we'll then go to look for Lex, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just so that you're present.
Forgot that he
We'll
won.
be selling out.
Uh,
You can run it by him if you want. Like, I'm totally fine with that.
We'll see what he has to say about it.
And if you could give it to move on and just be like, you know, that it's truly sorry, will you please let him, like, out?
Yeah, let bygones be bygones type of situation.
Yeah, you know?
What's a bygone?
Something that's gone by.
Yeah, exactly. They'll get it.
Baxter still looks over, bygone or bygone?
Oh boy.
I do not know. Don't shoot me.
You're just saying stuff now, Baxter.
Right. Yeah.
Say,
But yeah, you're more than welcome to run it like
I mean,
or not. Offer to
How
move
how
on
far?
Or not. Or try and
So
sell
we go
it.
when we go to Gats. How close to perdition? Like
You'll be
how
in
close to
position.
Louvain in perdition is it? Is it? So how close to Louvain is it?
10 minutes by the hyperwalk. Or by the hyper
So close. So
But
close.
like hours by normal roads.
Well, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, you've got the rings.
So if we're going there anyway, we could go
Yeah, 100%.
make a stop it.
Or you could just sell the
Sure.
whiskey.
oh, I can't do
Double
that.
cross
Dylan.
This party's not gonna. We're not going to double cross Dylan.
I don't know.
You
You,
might
just,
need
you
him to
murdered a
teach me
drow
some
in cold
class.
blood. You got Robinson tortured. I'm just, just
Okay.
throwing it out there.
First of
Dylan is
all,
family.
Baxter
Don't do that to
murdered
family.
that drow in
Ah,
cold blood.
Well, yeah, on your say so.
Mm,
Right? Specifically Paisley's, I think.
That's not how I remember it.
As you guys finish up your meal, you notice that, Josh.
Vulgo
Volgo, there we go, thank you.
slipped away.
Volgo slips off. Volgo, as you slip off, you find Lex sort of standing in the corridor, just literally right outside the canteen looking in.
Sure. I'll go stand by her, like with my back against the wall. Are you okay?
I think that is my usual state. Yes.
Okay. How are you feeling after everything that happened?
Feeling. Do you think if I'm feeling, those feelings are real? Or just a matter of programming?
I think they're both, just like it is with someone who's made out of organic material. It's all just, you know, electrons and neutrons in our brains telling us that we are having these sensory experiences. I think it's the same. That may have been the smartest thing I've ever said.
Always so optimistic. Oh God. I'm feeling sad.
I don't think we've met
Confused.
properly if you think I'm the optimistic one of the group.
I'm feeling sad, confused, and alone.
I think that's expected considering everything that's happened, but you're not alone. You have us.
I'm
You have me.
different.
You have Kai, and Kai will come out of, I don't know, some extra dimension pocket he's been hiding in this whole time.
You can literally put him in a necklace and back, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of buzzes around her and she absentmindedly sort of fondles and strokes his forehead. I might need to find some others like me.
Well, we can help you find those people if you want.
I'm gonna talk to Alia. She built some creatures a little like me. I'm very grateful, Vulgo. You're very kind. I'm not sure we're as alike as you think.
Why aren't we?
Because I can be turned off. Switched off. And switch back on.
What? I can
I can
do
go
that.
No. I can't go days
Yeah.
with no thoughts, no feelings, no emotions, no brain activity, and then suddenly come back again.
You can, it's just dangerous, you know. Sleep, comas.
Listen,
They're not that far off.
I don't dream. I don't sleep.
How do you know you don't dream? They say that
Because I
everyone
can't sleep.
dreams, but you just don't remember.
I can't sleep. I have complete recall of every moment since the beginning of my existence in the laboratory. He sort of smiles at you and... You went to the Last Light Chapel, right?
Yes. Yes, I did.
There were lots of AIs there. Is that so?
Yeah. That's true. That's where we met Lenny.
Lenny.
Yes. You know,
Could you
think
call your
I-
friend Oleg for me? I'd like to speak to Lenny.
Sure.
Please.
Whilst I get him, I think you should read this. I think it might change your life and your perspective on things. And I will give her the book Eat, Pray, Love and the DVD movie with Julie Roberts, I think. Is it? That's in Eat, Pray, Love? Yes.
Yes.
I will give her that too. It changed my
That-
life. And I will go get Oleg.
Does she need to eat?
Okay,
Very
she can skip that
insensitive.
part of the
Vulgo.
book. Yeah, I'll
Need
go
Vulgo.
back to the table. Oleg, can I borrow you, please? Can you bring Lenny with you?
I always bring Lenny with me, whether I like it or.
It's true! He sort of swings down off your shoulder.
Yes. Where do you like to go?
Lex wants to talk to you. She's just over there, and I'll lead him.
Lex. Yes, sure. Of course.
You lead him out to the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
When you get there, Vulgo, she gives you the book. Thank you for the book, Vulgo. It's a nice story. I've added it to my archives.
Did you watch the movie?
No, I'll keep that.
You should. Julie Roberts is amazing.
Right. She looks to Vulgo, to Oleg, and... Is it impertinent of me to ask if I could speak with your friend, Lenny?
With Lenny? Of course. Lenny is his own.
I want to find others like me.
Others like you, the same that were made like you, or just other
Machines?
robot machines? Lenny will pop out, I suppose.
Do you think Lenny has a soul?
A soul? No. Do you think one needs a soul?
I'm not sure what they're used for. But I think I'd like to have one, if I could. And then she's going to reach out and sort of just place her finger on Lenny's chest. And you notice his eyes sort of light up a little bit. And they seem to have a whole conversation in the span of about half a second. She sort of nods. I'll visit the Last Light Chapel. This Simon sounds interesting.
No, Lex.
I'm not going there to
do what I
die.
think.
No.
For some discovery? Self-reflection?
Or to become more.
I think that perhaps a desire to become more shows you're more human than you think.
Lenny agrees. He thinks there's more human in me than in most AI. But he thinks Simon knows how to make more human beings.
Fair enough.
Good, Josh.
Yeah, just making appropriate jokes in my head.
You keep them to yourself. You can tell us on the break. She sort of nods. Thank you. And then turns and walks away, like as if that's perfectly
Lex.
normal. Yes.
Before you go,
Hmm?
back in the lab, we found other room with machines. You can remember.
Mhm.
We found a name, Jozoko. Mean anything to you?
Jozoko. The man in the chair. Jozoko.
Jozoko.
No. Maybe he was the man in the chair. Maybe he was not.
Well, unless
There's no
man in
Jozoko
chair
my
was,
archives.
unless man in chair was very small.
No.
Yes, then I think perhaps different people. However, I must ask, we decide to investigate further. Like us to let you know, would you like to accompany?
Maybe, if I'm returned. I will ask Simon of this Jozoko. Maybe he knows.
Then perhaps we will wait for you to.
And with that, she will leave. Lex is going to be unavailable to you for the foreseeable future.
She going to get a subclass.
You should have told her to talk to Zetrix while she was there.
Oh,
You
Send
can
my
add
love.
that.
Tell him
You can
what's
add
up.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll just add at the very end. Send me.
Okay. Yeah. Lex will
I-
head off. She already had a subclass. Carry on.
Can Brozzig talk to Del
Mm.
about something?
Yeah, 100%. Two of you just started the table with Dylan and Ivan and K Dwarf.
Listen,
Kogon.
Del, I have been drinking quite a bit here tonight.
Mhm.
I have a crazy idea, and I
Oh,
want to know what you think about it.
Okay, I like where
Okay,
this is
listen.
going.
Listen, we can't get implants, right? The one thing that Alexander warned us about, he says, don't get implants.
Yep.
We don't know why. We can't get them. We can't get implants. Sure.
Yeah.
Look
Checks
what I
out so
look,
far.
look what I ripped out of that giant obsidian spider. Look at this. I pull out an eyeball with like the stalk hanging off the end of it.
Oh,
Baxter
Okay.
says if he knows all about monsters. He says if I get a doctor to
whoa.
put this in my eyeball, then I can see. I can see everything. He gives me excellent vision. I want to protect you
yeah.
people. I want to, you are my family now. We've made
Wow.
very bad, mostly bad decisions together. I want to be able to protect you. Do you think this is a good idea?
I mean, I guess that's not an implant. It's natural, right? From a natural
I mean,
creature.
It was made by evil wizard.
It was
but-
That
definitely
wasn't
made
a
by...
natural creature. It was an obsidian statue, but
Let me rephrase
Unstruck.
that. It's not the implants that we know of, though, right? It's
No.
like from a creature.
I have obsidian staff, and I feel like real
This
connection to it.
seems crazy, Brozzig.
You think
but-
will you come with me to talk to Bex at least? The
Yeah,
one
you
doctor
know
we
what?
know?
Let's talk to a medical professional.
Okay. I want to go talk to Bex with them.
I like where your mind's at.
Yeah, I think I could rock eye patch maybe if it looks too scary. I don't know. I mean, when I'm not using it. Listen, we have lots of invisible threats all around, and I want to be able to,
That's true.
to see them
I
better.
feel like everyone can turn invisible at will. these
Yes,
days.
literal invisible people, and then invisible like.
You know what? I'm turning around on this idea.
Okay,
Actually,
great. I only took one. Sorry, I'd give you one too, but
no, I wasn't saying for me. For you.
Oh, okay. For me, it's okay. Got it. All right. We want to go hunt down Bex.
okay.
Yeah,
You will
let's
find
do
her
that.
in the gaming room.
Oh, good.
But she's just sat on the sofa, and you can see she's reading one of her medical books.
Yo, Bex.
Hey Bex, we have great idea for you.
I like that. Yeah, pitch
Yeah.
it.
You are top-notch doctor, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Now we
learning.
got you those books.
What was that?
I'm learning.
You're learning, yes, sure. We all learning every day. Have you got through the whole pile of books we got you from medical library yet?
I'm getting through them.
Listen, was there anyone about eyeballs and eye surgery, like optometry?
I've done some optometry.
Oh, well,
Well,
I have something to show you. Can we go back to
I don't know if this is exactly up
to Med Bay and have a
Yeah,
chat?
yeah, 100%. She'll get up and follow you.
How do you feel about elective surgery?
Yeah, I mean, if there's a good reason for it.
Okay, listen. I found this, and I pull out the eyeball with like the stock like hanging from the bottom of it.
That's a
yeah,
gem.
what's her
Yeah,
what's
it was
her
part
initial
of.
reaction?
That's a
Listen,
gem.
it-
I want
was
to
part
remind
of-
you, it is like a many-faceted black
Ye-
stone
yes.
gem.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like
Oh,
a single
pretty.
sharp spike behind it.
Listen, this came from
She gives a shudder.
big obsidian spider that we
Doesn't
fought.
like it.
I talked to Baxter. He is monster hunting expert. And he says that maybe if you can stick it in somebody's eyeball, they may be able to get super duper, true sight vision type of stuff. What do you think? Is it possible?
Yeah, definitely. There would be side effects.
Oh, this is what I was afraid
I don't
of.
want to turn into a giant spider.
This is
know.
what I was
No,
afraid
no.
of.
I don't know, you might if I just so susceptible to blindness, or
I mean, that's the opposite of what I want.
Yeah, excellent vision means that sudden bright flashes could cause
Oh,
temporary blindness. It wouldn't be a permanent thing, but it could definitely be a temporary thing.
I see what you're saying.
What if
Or
you're wearing an
perhaps
eye
it could
patch?
drain on your physical resources. I couldn't say, to be honest. But I would imagine the pros would outweigh the cons, although won't look very attractive.
I mean, I could put, you have like eye patches around here somewhere. People must get eyes shot out all the time around Collusion. Right?
Exactly. Look at how rugged
No.
Brozzig is already. This is just going to
Most people with
increase his
implants, we can just
allure.
regrow the eye.
Ugh.
So eye patch is not a thing. Should I not know what those? Should Brozzig not know?
No, you know what they are. They just,
Okay.
they're usually affected by the very, very poor.
Oh, so Brozzig would definitely know what they are then. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that's
You
cool.
know, I know a place back near that sells many eye patches. I could get one, I guess, if I have to. Do you think more of a social sort of aspect, Del? Bex, two beautiful ladies here. Do women like the look of this, or will it be
It'll be
scary
different.
to most people?
You know,
Different is good though. Different is good. No,
yeah, you'll stand out. I think girls like, kind of cool, tough guys with eye
that's right.
patches. In my
Yes.
experience, anyways.
I mean, and you're gonna give me tattoo too, right? We found that tattoo box.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so black tattoo, black obsidian eye. I mean, it's a pretty good combo, right?
It's like you're gonna look really cool.
Okay.
Don't listen to Bex. You're gonna look really cool.
Like I
but-
said, it's not to look cool. I mean, looking cool is secondary effect. I'm doing it to help, you guys and make sure invisible
Yeah.
threats. Yes, of course.
and it sounds like a very good
It's like,
benefit.
so Bex, you think it's something you can do? I mean, to be clear, it was for me. I said for a person, but I meant for me.
Yeah.
Something you think you could do? How long do you think it would take?
About 20 minutes.
Oh God.
Do I need to be sober?
It'd take 12 to 16 hours to recover. I'd suggest you're not sober. It would hurt like hell.
Maybe.
Perfect.
Should he not be conscious?
You won't be conscious by the end of it.
Oh gosh. Wow.
All right.
You can see she's already
Okay.
like sizing up your eye.
You're committed to this already, Brozzig? You like this?
I've had 2 days to think about it. I got the obsidian staff now. I'm feeling like I'm 80 years younger. After traveling with you guys for all this time.
You do have kind of a spring in your step.
I do.
So-
Yes.
You know what? I say go for it.
All right. That's 2 votes for go for it. So you think we could do this maybe now, and I feel better by tomorrow?
Jump on the
We have-
table.
Before
Busy day.
Vulgo can tell you no.
Jump on the table.
Brozzig jumps up on the table.
She sort of looks over you and
It's happening.
you might want to look away, Del.
Okay, the right one. The right eye, please.
Oh God. Okay. Dell's gonna look away, but she might
No,
sneak.
the
She
left
takes
eye.
the
The
eye
left
stalk spike and she places her fingers on the side of your temple. And Brozzig, you feel like a sort of numbness spreading through your face.
Oh, that
It
feels
does
good.
not prepare you for the absolute agony as she shoves the eye stalk into your eye and pulls your eye and its entire sort of what do you even call that thing that comes at the back of an eye? The root out.
The ocular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ocular nerve, and she just lobs it on the
Yeah.
floor. Well, she doesn't really. She puts
that's
it in
not a primal
she puts it in
scream.
a small tray and yes, hold on, and then she just shoves it in, and it doesn't quite go in. It sits ever so slightly out of
it's
your
so
eye.
creepy.
Oh no.
And it looks to
Can't
you,
listen
and
to this.
I didn't anticipate quite how painful this is going to be. And she pushes and pushes, and it doesn't quite work. And with that, she takes a gun from the holster. She uses the back of the gun, and she just whacks it in.
Oh no.
And you hear this sort of Del, you hear this sort of, and it sucks in.
Oh, the
um,
crack.
Roll me
Brozzig
a-
is screaming the whole time until the final suck, and then he's passed the fuck out.
Roll me a con save.
Oh no.
Rough.
Go big or go home.
Going home, I
8.
guess.
So big.
For the next 6 days,
No.
7 days, sorry, 7 days, you will have -4 to your max hit points.
Okay.
Yikes.
Could have been worse.
I can handle that. Brozzig can handle.
Yeah,
It's not the
Brozzig's
worst
pretty
thing in the
diesel
world.
these days.
And I then need you to roll me 3 D100s, please.
Oh
God.
my god. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
24, 51, 60.
One at a time.
Oh,
24.
24.
God.
You are vulnerable to psychic damage while attuned to,
Forever?
while this eye is in your head. Yes. While this eye is in your head, you are vulnerable to psychic damage.
Okay. Don't you already resist that or something? Does that cancel out?
No, I don't.
What was the
I
second
can
number?
resist it, but I don't think it. I think it probably overwrites it. 51.
51.
Can I use my card to add anything to that 24?
It wouldn't make any difference. That was for a detrimental property. Like
they're
just
all
straight
bad,
up.
okay.
That was just. It was just bad.
I like the idea of psychic. It kind of makes sense that I went
Yeah,
to these
yeah, I like
traumatic
that.
places.
You have a. Ooh, that could be interesting. Yeah, I like that. You have advantage on all saving throws against blindness, deafness, madness, charmed, and petrified.
Wow.
Blind,
Badass.
death, madness, charm, petrified.
Not
Oh, wow.
quite sure about the deafness.
Yeah, I don't know. We can take that one off if you want.
Let's swap it for frightened.
Okay.
And your third D100?
68.
Ooh, while attuned to the artifact, you can use an action to cast one first-level spell from it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Can it be web?
After you cast a spell, roll a d6. On a roll of 1 to 5, you cannot cast it again until the next dawn.
Or else. But if not, if I get a 6, I can just keep going.
That's funky.
Web would be cool.
Web
Wow.
would be cool.
Or I don't know. You get to decide. Is that one you get to decide, or do I? Get
Oh,
to
I
decide?
do.
He's
All right,
deciding.
give me something good. I trust you.
Hoping for something thematic.
I mean, fairy fire. If it's just like blasting out of my eyeball, could be fun. There's so many good. There's so many.
That
good
is a
first
good
ones.
one. I like that. I like that. I've got a thought. Let's see whether I can find anything better.
Follow your heart.
I like the idea of web, but it's not as cool as.
It's out of the eyeball, so it's kind of. It doesn't.
It's
quite-
kind of funny.
Doesn't quite work. Doesn't quite work.
I think I'm gonna let you choose between two. I didn't make it 3. No, 2. You can choose between Ray of Sickness
Ooh.
and Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh.
And both of these, the form they take is the eye spins and the magic comes from the eye to a certain person.
Hell yeah.
Yuck.
Ray of sickness. Single target poison damage. Dissonant whispers. I kind of like Dissonant Whispers. I think that's
Pretty
like the vulnerability to psychic, and then I can do psychic damage with it. Is kind of
It's very cool. It's very cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like
that's
that.
the one.
Okay. Whilst you have this eye, you can see through darkness and magical darkness up to 90 feet. Just period.
Sick. Sick.
So you got dark vision and you can see through magical darkness up to 90 feet.
Okay.
Once per day, you can choose for a minute to see invisibility. Well, to activate true sight, basically.
Activate True Sight for once a day. Kind of like the eye patch that Bubbles had.
Yes.
The gem of seeing. Yeah.
Also, once per day, you can choose, as if you were wearing a ring of X-ray vision, as a
Wow.
bonus action to see through solid matter for a minute.
Ooh.
You do so. You can, this has a vision radius of 30 feet. Use solid objects within the radius appear transparent and don't prevent light from passing through them. After doing so, you must succeed in a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or gain a level of exhaustion.
So I'm going to assume that if he's wearing the eye patch, all of the downsides are still there, but he won't be able to use any of the plus sides to it, presumably.
Oh, you would just not be able to see through it.
Correct.
Unless you activated the X-ray vision.
Just to see through the eye patch. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think normally he's going to probably walk around with it covered, and then if we're fighting or doing
I would
something,
say that it looks pretty cool, and people are probably going to be more weirded out by an eye patch than by this
Hell
black
yeah.
gem. It looks very cool.
good enough.
This black multifaceted gem.
And I'm going to just go for it. We're just going for it then.
So we will write down all of those things, but in the meantime, we are going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Hello, and welcome back to episode 10 of Malfa Deletion. I've been homebrewing Brozzig's Eyeball. I have, and it does loads of fucking things. Including, but not limited to, vulnerability to psychic damage, advantage on all perception checks related to sight, advantage on all saving throws. He's blinded, frightened, petrified, charmed, and madness. Using an action to cast dissonant whispers. Having 90 feet of dark vision, seeing through magical darkness, using a bonus action X-ray vision that may or may not cause exhaustion once per short rest, and activating true sight once per short rest. Cool. That was a thing. It was a journey.
Help my team.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brozzig.
Bex will have a robot carry you to your bed and put you in it and leave you there.
He's knocked out.
And she will turn to Del and say, he might be a little rough, but let's keep him well supplied with ale. He'll be fine.
I can't believe he actually did it. That was crazy.
I've done some weird jobs, but a bit odd. Where'd you get the eye anyway?
Oh gosh, some kind of spider construct wizard tower. What was that guy's name? Corstack's tower, you heard of it?
That might leave his mind a little vulnerable.
Well,
Oh well.
it could have been a lot worse.
Baxter said you guys did good.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah.
Well, Baxter kind of did all the work, if I can be honest.
Yeah, he tends to do that.
But,
Doesn't know how to take a back seat, that guy. Well.
I think we did pretty well. All things considered.
Okay. Give you a little nod. Well, I better clock out for the night. I'm pretty tired.
Yeah,
And,
you've done a lot.
You're all going to clock out for the night. And just as you're leaving, Paisley, she'll shout after you, "What are you doing for Rapture anyway?"
Is that a holiday?
So tomorrow is the 14th.
Oh my gosh.
Rapture is 15th. Pale Sun 15. A celebration of hedonism, pleasure, and luxury. Rapture is a time for music, singing, and traditionally a masked ball.
Wow.
Rapture has always been celebrated globally, but the manner in which it is done is vastly different from country to country. In Anakesia, it is often a time of liberating parties with very few boundaries and a lot of reckless abandon.
Oh my god. Well, damn. I don't know if I'm invited to any parties this year.
Well, we're having a collusion party. You gonna join?
What do you guys do down here for that? How wild does it get?
Well, no one's died yet.
Okay.
But,
So not that wild.
Aliana doesn't observe the festival, but she also... I think she does. She leaves the base and heads out.
Yeah.
And Ford's not really much of a stickler for rules, so... I don't know, things can get pretty heavy and pretty crazy.
Cool.
You gonna get involved?
I won't turn down a party.
Great.
I'll show up. Are you supposed to bring a date?
No.
Okay.
It's sort of time for leaving your date on one sofa while you sit with 3 or 4 others on a different sofa, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought so.
Anyway, cool, I'll see you then. I'm gonna get some sleep.
See you
Catch you
then.
later.
Good night.
And I will tell you all to do the resting thing. And it will be sort of 9:30 in the morning on the 14th, Pale on the 14th. And you have been asked to pop in to see Mikayla today.
Oh yes.
To find out about this soiree, which is taking place 4 nights since. No, it's not sunset, it's the morning.
This is not a rapture party. This is a different thing.
No, not a rapture party at all. But before you do so, you have been asked to check in for your set of collusion leathers from
Goran.
Nice.
And if you head down to find Goran in the workshop, you'll see him with Aldia and Grelza in the workshop, hard at work. And he sort of looks up at you and, oh, hey. Did you need something? Seemed to be like queuing or something.
Yes, Eliana sent us down to get our leathers, something like that.
I think I've got the wrong accent for him. I think he has a different voice, but I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember what his.
Maybe it was West Country. I don't know if he was a foreigner, but maybe he was. We can find out another episode. But in the meantime, what can I do for you? You did tell me, but I forgot.
Eliana sent us to get some armor.
Suited up.
Right. Light, medium, heavy, suit. What's the
We have
problem?
options.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So this comes in 3 issues: light, medium, and heavy. Vulgo. If you don't intend to wear any armor, I will tell you that the suit you'll get for Vikayla's soiree would be reinforced, so it would work like armor, and combine with mage armor if that's going to be your thing.
I think it is going to be my thing.
Okay. So he'll get you out a set of plain leathers, and he'll sort of chuck them your way. And for when you're on collusion jobs, those don't provide any armor at all. You might not always want to wear a suit. At which point you'd have your mage armor, and that'll just be your base mage armor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he'll look to Paisley. I've lost my accent. I've lost my accent. That's what I was looking for. What size for you?
Small.
No. That much is a little obvious there. I meant light, medium, heavy.
Oh yeah, let's keep it light.
Light armor, Paisley.
Keep it light.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, that won't give you disadvantage on stealth checks. That's good.
I'm planning
And
to
he will give you
increase my dex
collusion
score.
armored leathers. This well-made suit of leathers can come as base or with 2 extra levels of reinforcement. The more the armor is reinforced, the more cumbersome it becomes, but in exchange for better protection, e.g. light armor, medium armor, heavy. Armor provides resistance to incoming bullets.
Nice.
So bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks only when they are bullets. Also, it has 5 charges. While wearing this, you can use a bonus action to expend 1 or more charges to cast one of the following spells from the armor targeting yourself. Jump, Expeditious Retreat, or Kinetic Jaunt.
Cool.
The armor gains 1d4 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn.
Perfect. Thank you, my friend.
And then he'll look over to Brozzig and, what for you,
Like-
lad?
Brozzig comes in. He's like, please don't yell. I have such splitting headache. And he
Oh,
takes his hand off, and
guys.
you all
Right,
see
right.
the giant gem in his eye.
Don't be alarmed.
Goran does not notice.
Not know this.
No. He's an old man, bad
Dude.
eyesight.
Brozzig, what did you do to your?
Oh, you
Eye?
like? You like?
He looks cool, right?
No,
Doesn't
no,
he look kinda cool,
no,
though?
no.
Not even the
no,
Ersatz
no.
eye. That's the spider's eye, isn't it?
Yeah, we killed him, and look what I did.
A spider's
We can't-
eye? He comes
Yeah.
closer, looks in the wrong eye, and is like, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, see, Gorham's cool.
What? Why would you do this to yourself?
It is for you guys. You know, we can't have implants, so I am enhancing myself in other ways. Yes,
Yeah. Brozzig's thinking of the crew.
but my
I
head
like it.
really hurts.
Actually, pretty cool.
Yeah, you see,
No,
you know,
yeah,
he
you're
gets
gonna
it. He
need
gets it.
recovery time for
Yeah,
sure.
come on,
Yeah,
Bobo,
no.
it's fine.
This is so wrong.
You know, no. it
If
is
he
one-
needs,
it is
he'll wear
wonderful.
sunglasses.
So,
I'll make
what
him wear
size,
sunglasses.
lad?
Oh, heavy. You know me. Everything about me is heavy. That is what I need.
Oh. So it's got good 2 layers of steel protection. This. You can just search Collusion armored leathers. Heavy.
Sure.
I
I have 8 decks, so I'm gonna need the heavy.
Okay. And you, Oleg?
Oleg will look over to the heavy armor
And be like, what?
and over at,
You muted
I
yourself.
say
sorry.
it's too. I was saying he'll look over at like Brozzig's armor and be like heavy. It's like it'll make me sweat. Then I'll look over at Paisley's armor and be like, "Seen, pointless." Medium.
But this
please.
one's just right.
Yeah, medium,
I'll-
please.
I'll-
Okay,
right, Mama Bear.
Goldilocks.
Cool. And yeah, you can grab your medium set. Wow, we've got one of each 4.
Isn't that cute?
Oh, I didn't mean
Yeah,
to do
that's
that.
why.
I just screwed up.
So cute.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh, my AC went up by 5 putting that on.
oh, that's incredible.
Josh, I'll have to make yours individually. I didn't think about you having no armor on.
No armor. Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. So each of you in your armored collusion leathers and not. Kinetic jaunt, jump, and another one, expeditious retreat. Is it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And obviously you have to roll for your charge in the day, but for now they're all charged. Standard issue collusion leathers. And Goran will tell you to be gone. Yes.
Thank you, man.
And you guys can head over to Vokazes. Guys, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I'm just going to send you to Vokazes, and then we're going to do lots of shopping and all sorts next week and discussion about it. Yeah, we're going to head straight out to their places of interest. And we are just going to simply arrive at his front door. He did ask to see all of you, if possible.
Oh.
Sure.
Did
I'll
Vulgo
entertain
tell
you.
us any details about what Mikayla might want?
I don't have any details. I don't.
No, you
think. No.
Oh, okay.
You know as
So
much
you're
as
also
I
in the
do.
dark. Okay,
You
great.
know there's a swag.
Yes, I know that there's a French party going on at some point, but apart from that,
Ooh. We're gonna have a party-filled week.
Brozzig will make his transmuter zone resistant to fire damage as he goes to Vokazes' house.
So why are you resistant to fire damage?
Because we're going to Vokazes' house, and that'll
No,
trust us
how?
to be- with the transmuter stone.
Ah, that
My
thing.
new,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
new
cool.
stone. Yeah.
Okay,
Hell
great.
yeah.
very nice.
Yeah, as
He
you
does like to throw fireballs at us.
as you arrive, sort of just in the front doorway, the door opens up, and coming out, the butler sort of,
Oh, Butler.
"It is a joy to see you again so soon. Please
Yes,
come in.
friend. Love this guy.
I am most pleased to see you.
You too.
Come on into the
Likewise.
front room. I've got many refreshments. What would you like?
Oh, hallelujah.
Beer.
What was that
I
really
must
good
say, Brozzig, I like what you've done
special
with your
soda?
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
eye. It's unique and different.
Yeah, I killed the giant obsidian spider. It was awesome.
Heh.
That's great for you. I'm most pleased. Would you like some fresh fruit?
Yes, please.
Wonderful. He'll bring out a platter of fresh fruit. He'll bring out coffee, ale, water,
Mm.
a little bit of light wine, various breads, meats, cheeses, hams, etc.
Oh my gosh.
It's like 10:30 in the morning. We've already had breakfast, and he's just like everything's on the table. And Mikayla enters the room, looks around, and well, I must say, I'm not so sure that I suggested a full reception for these individuals. You're making your own decisions now. He looks to the butler.
He likes us.
I am most fond of these people. I like to keep them happy. Okay, so I see. Well, you can make yourself scarce. What? Oh, good you could make it, and in due time. Did you bring me anything from that wizard's tower, Vulgo?
Yes. My name's Vulgo.
What'd I say?
Virgo or something.
Sorry.
I thought you did it on purpose.
No, Vulgo, he knows your name very well. He wrote a contract with you. Don't know where my
I
brain
thought he
was.
was just being an asshole.
Why is he negging you? What is happening?
Yeah,
I
literally.
I'm sorry, that's totally
Um,
unintentional.
Yes, I will very hesitantly take out the snow globe with the wizard trapped inside and hand it over.
How delightful! You were tormenting him, were you?
No.
No! And he throws it up in the air and catches it. A couple of times. You see the wizard
we found
spiraling out of control.
We found him like this. He was trapped by his former teacher.
No, this is a device of his own making. Wonderful. I love self-imposed torment. It's the best.
Oh yeah, that's
Great. He chucks it up in the air again and catches it. Having a nice time in there, one could say. Things are going, and he sort of motions it around in the air. Swimmingly, I would expect. I wonder what he'll be like when he can't see anything. And he puts it into a pocket that it shouldn't fit. Instead of into the darkness. Vulgo, you've amused me. Good. I should reward you, I suppose. What do you want? A ring, a bracelet, a necklace? A more magical power? Some sort of... a haircut, maybe? I don't know what it's...
That's
what
fucking
piques
rich
your
coming from
interest?
this guy.
A reward for your
It's
entire
beautifully
group.
coiffed every day.
A reward for your
Mhm.
team. You know, we all
No.
helped a little.
No.
Wow.
Brozzig keeps eating ham
No.
sandwiches.
You've got breakfast stuffed. I think that's quite enough for you. What is it you would like? I don't know. You wanted power and the ability to escape your enemies. Is that right?
I suppose.
I see you've already indulged in slightly new effects. Your blasting is quite accurate and devastatingly interesting. Did you take agonizing and repelling, Josh?
I sure did.
Which means you don't have space. A third one.
Space.
You don't have space for the third one. right?
No, I get a third one, I think, at level 5. But you had talked about replacing one of them. Because I can replace them when I level up.
Well, you see,
but-
I think we should come to a status in our agreement where you get a say too. A small one, but a say. I need you to attend a swine. An elegant party. Well, sort of. It's a bit of a farce, to be honest. Mostly because I'm not invited. But you are. The Anovia Awards. That's what I want you to attend.
Being
Anovia.
invited to something I don't know what
Oh,
that is.
it'll be manufactured, don't worry. The Anovia Awards are the awards for progression and advancement in the fields of technology, business, and science, but we don't care about that. What we care about is all of the most important government officials, business owners, those foremost in the areas of tech and all manner else besides will be present. And I'd like an ear there, preferably one that will escape all notice, no implants to detect. And you won't be anybody too important, but you need to be someone interesting enough. So we'll send you as a representative of the Kineshira Republic or something. We'll get you some nice suits. There's a reward, dwarf. Better clothes.
So mean.
Wow.
Can you put shoes on those awful loafers of yours? Or just whatever you call those? And he sort of nods towards your work boots.
Yes, I've had these work boots for 55 years. They are-
Wow. Good quality.
Only that long? Oh,
yes.
it shows.
Steady.
But you can put real shoes on those cloppers
If
of
you're
yours?
if you're buying, I'll wear whatever you want. Sure, why not?
Why not? Butler! I need you back. Give them 10,000 credits.
Well,
There's no point writing it down. You're going to spend them. Every penny of them. Go and get them outfitted at Bramlow's. You can take them along. Good. You enjoy a little walk with your new friends. Make sure you're suited and booted and attired accordingly as representatives of the Kinashira Republic. You know the thing, those horrible drab suits that makes them look all like bodyguards. Let's get them one of those, but put some armor in it. Keep them defended.
What is this?
The Innovia Awards. Well, you, that's what I was going to do. You get a say, I remember. Right, so, as our bargain progresses, you can decide some of the magical talents. You might have noticed that you've already accessed some automatically, shall we say. You'll have to give up some of your firepower for this party, because I need you to wear someone else's face.
No, you don't mean literally, right?
And he will sort of with his hand, and you'll see a little tiny gold cage inside, which is a man in a suit. And he looks very angry, and quite aggressive. And this man here, I need you to wear his face. He's good friends with Zaru, you know, our preacher at the peace. This man, however, not such a nice man. Never mind his details. You'll go as him. And the others can, well, I don't know, they're odd enough that they'll fit right in.
Well, I don't know this man. I don't know how he talks, how he behaves.
Neither does anyone else. Don't worry about it. I just need you to have his face. So, how about the ability to change your face almost at will? Like this. And he clicks his fingers and he wears Paisley's face.
That's identity theft.
Don't worry, nobody wants to keep it. And with that, he sort of clicks his fingers again and he looks like Oleg and... dear me, uninspiring. He takes one glance at Brozzig and... No, not even for a moment. And then he puts his own face back and... much better. Beautiful. Beautiful. But alas, your face is far less appealing, and so you'll be able to change it to somebody else. Could be great for you. It's quite easy. Just sort of picture them. I mean, in here, it's very simple. Just look at this man. Oh, he holds up the cage at you. The man is banging against the wall and quite angry. He's an Asian fellow. Dark black hair. Sort of with silver strands running through it. Quite sort of a pointed nose and a little... He looks a little mean.
Yeah, Vulgo looks like very nervous, like this whole conversation. But he'll look at the man and then look down at his hands, and his signature like ruby red sparkly mist kind of envelops him, and then as it dissipates, I cast disguise self on myself. It's a stupid sentence. To look like the man in the cage.
Vulgo, are we going to have a problem? You've performed admirably, excellently in fact, but I can smell your reluctance from here. What is it you don't like?
Well, it's not necessarily about liking. I'm just...
Oh, it is!
I'm just very confused as to what you'd like me to do.
Well, your task is really quite simple. Walk around. Mingle. Like a Pringle. You know, just have a little chat. A little chin wag. Pop around. Hang about. Indulge yourself. Food, wine, the awards. Who's this, that, and the other in the world of... I don't really care. Just have a little look, and a little look-see, and a little listen-y. And tell me which government officials mix with who? Which business owners sit with which business owners? Who says they're an enemy but is secretly a friend? Who says they're a friend but wants to backstab them? I know your tiny little insight will only allow you some knowledge, but alas, people will be careless with you nearby if you're merely a visiting dignity. I want to get a sense of the lay of the land, the alliances that build. Somebody is forming a shadow group, but I don't know who.
Well, that doesn't seem to bad.
Indeed, and I'll be right there with you all the way. Listening in, perched upon your
I think
shoulder like a parrot on a pilot.
I think I actually have something that might help with this.
I doubt
And I
it.
will... Bitch. I will take out my bottle of single-use perfume of bewitching.
Ooh.
Well, it can't do any harm, I suppose. If you must focus on certain individuals, the councillors would be your primary suspects. Do not attempt to bewitch them in any way, but if you must engage them in conversation, stick to the banal. Not that
The
you could
label
do
on the bottle
otherwise.
says that people don't realize. Well, as long as their challenge rating is 1 or lower. But they still don't know. It just says those who are affected don't know that they're being influenced by magic. So if they're not infected, they just don't think anything. I guess.
He sort of looks at you and talk to the government officials. I have prepared a little dossier on them all for you. Butler, if you would. As you don't have implants, we've had to resort to primitive monkey-like technology. There's some papers. We used a printer.
Wow.
And with that, he will tell you about government, the Governor Larian, who is the Governor of Anakesia, head of the council, and his 6 councillors. There is Daniel. There is Jonas. Good taste in suits, Jonas. There is Khan. I have to delete Jamal to share Khan with you. Bear with me a second.
As
You will
he's going through
immediately
these-
recognize Khan as Bacchus's brother. Bacchus was a man who Zetrix told you could potentially contact for help or assistance.
Oh, right.
He
right.
he lives
right.
not far from Vikasa in this district, and he's
Yes,
known to take an
yes.
interest in, strange causes, etc. He's very much in disagreement with his brother, but Khan is his brother. I'm just going to give you the last 3. There is Oliver, there is Vance, and there is
Wow,
Zonda.
Oliver is beautiful.
Yes. Oliver, Vance, and yeah, there we go.
As he went through this list, I'll quickly turn back to myself.
These scientists are fashion models. My
Yeah.
God, these people.
No, they're
Why not
government
both?
officials and some of the most powerful men in the land. Most of them are well over 200 years old, full of implants, very magically capable, and rich as you can dream.
Makes sense.
They buy their way into government. There are some notable business owners you might pay attention to as well. There is David Sorben of Uplink. There is
Whoa.
Garrick of Medicorp. There is Joseph Quick, the largest corporate entrepreneur in the world. Mikayla of Go Live. There are only 2 more, don't worry. Richard Vega of Vega Transport.
Why do they all have the same haircut?
And Martin Sovard.
Are there any women
So
in
about
power in this
pharmaceuticals.
world?
Did we meet-
Literally.
we met Richard Vega, didn't we? Is he the one that we met?
Oh, and
Did we?
Nico.
Oh, wow. Nico.
Where are the women and why are they all here?
You met a man who worked for Vega Transport.
Okay, that's what it was.
It's Drow. His Warforged had gone missing.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
I knew Vega Transport sounded familiar.
Yeah. You also met Garrick as a bodyguard, as well as Martin Sovard.
Yeah, and Martin, of course.
Yeah, Martin. Those are the notables at the party, although I'm sure you'll meet plenty of other fascinating people. I have a contact there. One last person, one last dossier, so to speak. If you find yourself in any trouble, or you need a way out, or perhaps you are just desperate, confused, lost, you might speak with not that bitch. You might speak with Archibald.
What an interesting name.
You might speak with Archibald. He's a little primitive, like you. A rather powerful wizard. but an oddity. Did I not share it? Here you go. Very much a
Oh,
traditionalist.
wow.
Whoa.
Merlin.
He hides
Wow.
beneath a bumbling facade, but there is a mind in there
Great
somewhere.
beard.
I get that. I
Yes.
get that. Me too.
He's incredibly eccentric, but he will help you if necessary. He knows who you are. Excellent.
Okay, well-
Well, you best go shopping and get yourself some suits. Go on, toodaloo.
Thank you, Mikayla.
Did I miss giving you anything else? We went to get a spell.
I don't think so.
You got your full level 2 shenanigan boller going on.
I believe so. I mean, I'll just double check. Yep, got all spells, cantrips, got everything.
Good. Doodles. And he'll send you on out with the butler to go shopping. And he will take you to a lovely place called the Bramlows. And there you will simply get one thing. It comes with a lovely luxury belt, a beautiful pair of dress shoes, and all sorts else. But this is simply a reinforced suit. You cannot wear this at the same time as wearing armor. But if you're wearing just this, it is +2 to armor class while wearing it. You cannot, if you wear this, your mage armor will dissipate, by the way, but you must wear it. So no mage armor either, nothing. It doesn't stack with anything.
Really?
It doesn't stack with anything. I know it will on your character sheet, but it is technically armor. I just can't homebrew it that way. It will break.
Oh, that sucks.
You're not going to need any armor class at this particular party. Don't
We
worry.
better hope not.
Um,
We're gonna die. If we
Yes,
do.
you will die.
Yeah, exactly.
The security will be excellent. There will be no need of any armor whatsoever.
Surely the
Um,
security will be excellent.
But he will allow you to keep these suits, and if you do attend later dues, you could let mage armor overwrite it in terms of armor class. You just wouldn't get the +2 from the reinforced suit.
Can I get the suit in a different color?
There are 4 options. There is black with a grey shirt and a black tie. There's grey with a grey tie and a black shirt. There's grey with a white shirt and a grey tie. Or there's black with a white shirt and a black tie. You can have it in
think
black,
I'll-
white, and grey.
I think I'll
I'll
just wear my
say-
matrix coat.
The reason for this is that you are visiting dignitaries from the Kineshira Republic, and you are to be dressed in that style. The butler will speak to the attendant, and if you wish to return after the soiree and exchange it for a colour more to your liking, you may do so. But for the soiree itself, you must wear the correct suits.
Can I get all white? Can I get all
No,
white?
you can get white shirt, but with a black suit or a black shirt. Or a
No
grey.
white coats.
Black or
Or
grey.
I'll
Boyz
do-
II Men style.
I'll do grey, white, grey.
Grey, white, grey, grey, black, grey,
I'll do
black,
black
grey,
and
black.
white.
And Paisley, they will expect you to wear a little one of these suits too. No,
Yo.
Yeah, I'll look cute as hell.
you will. You'll look adorable. Yeah.
What exactly did Mikayla want us to find out from these government people?
So let me just paste you my own notes.
Just the hot goss. Hot goss. Something about
Oh.
a shadow organization that may be.
Yeah,
forming.
the Shadow Organization or something.
Okay. I've stuck it in Roll20, but I'll also put it in the. That's literally my notes, so you can have them. Have I written anything sensitive? No. Too late. It's gone. It's not true. I can delete it from both places. But yes. Cool. And that is where we're going to end. You finish your shopping trip, you get back to the Collusion base, and you're going out to shop in Perdition prior to an evening out. Well, we'll have the Rapture Festival first, and then you will go to the soiree. I'd completely forgotten about Rapture until I looked at the date today, and like the date and time tracker, and was like, oh shit, that. Yeah, Rapture. Got to do Rapture. Cool, let's come to the timeless tradition of MVPs. We had an excellent review from Brozzig as to the previous session, which means our first MVP is Josh.
Probably. I mean, I think it's got to be Brozzig doing the spider eye.
Yeah, yeah,
It's-
that's
I
a
mean,
pretty easy one.
It's just.
It was
I'm
great.
kind of worried about what else he's going to take off the dead bodies and things we kill as attached to his body.
I think James gets the co thing on that because you you sold the hell out of it for sure.
Yeah.
So.
I go with anything. Like anything. I don't really mind. We'll just roll over and go with it. It's always good fun. Thanks.
But yeah, it was very cool.
But yeah, I think it was great that you just went for it. Mikayla.
We'll say the little conversation between, Vulgo and who was it? Lex. Yeah, about her being sweet.
real or not, and going to the. I actually gave out a
Very
D4 of
philosophical.
inspiration during that chat when Oleg came out, and asked sort of very sensitively about, what are you going there to do, the last night chapel, and I thought that was really insightful and really interesting. So, especially given what happened with Dexter, who died in the lift shaft. So I did give out an inspiration there, but didn't say anything about it. So I just wanted to give you props for that, Rico.
Oh.
After which I'll ask you, Rico, your
Yes.
MVP.
I think a personal MVP for today was pleasing Eliana with the coffee.
That absolutely blew my mind, by the way.
I think that Oleg, I mean, really?
We had to.
Yes,
We had-
because I
yeah.
just hadn't. I hadn't made those connections. I hadn't drawn those lines between them. They were not intentional dots. They were not meant to be a line between them. Because the bottle of Boundless coffee came from a random loot table.
So your slow play
I
on
didn't
that
know
was,
you were getting it.
you actually figuring it out and not
Yeah,
you
yeah,
acting.
yeah.
Okay, love it.
Yeah, and you doing it, and I was just like, bottle of Boundless. Oh my god, that's genius.
Yeah, as well.
And obviously, you were going to get the suits anyway. I didn't have any cooler. I was like, they've had enough loot. I can't give them another reward. But it absolute top draw. That was genius.
That was definitely number one for me. Tops for me.
Yeah, you like Eliana, don't you? It's good. I don't. I hate her. I think she's. It's just one of those. I
just want to impress her,
Yeah, but I don't feel like I can play powerful men and women in sort of who are nice and good. They're such difficult characters to play because it's such a straight personality, and yet you've got to ooze knowledge. And my instinct in that situation is just to be a dick to people. So being Eliana is quite hard. Pat, your MVP.
Well, that's actually funny because where you really shine is when you start playing Mikayla at the
He's
end of the session.
eccentric and
you're
different
just
and unusual.
I can tell, you just started going for it. You didn't have to ask about his voice. You have found his voice, and anytime Mikayla interacts with the
Except for last week when I had a high pitch, I just had it stuck. It was like
he just starts roasting Brozzig. It always just makes me laugh every time. So,
oh, good.
I enjoy
Yeah, I'm gonna call all the way back to very, very early on, where you were deciding what to do with the drow.
Oh yeah, that too.
Some idiot asked Josh what his books say about it. And we had a rather intriguing answer, but what really got me was Rico's response, which was just, I'm not sure those are relevant here, Vulgo. Anyway, I just got him out of that, and I was like, this is
You
great.
asked.
It was sort of the opposite of my anti-MVP, which is giving Eat, Pray, Love to Lex. I was just like, what the fuck? No.
And then
Stop that.
Mikayla was just like, does she eat?
Yes. Does she eat? But genuinely, I really enjoyed the resistance from Mikayla and Josh, or from Paisley and from Vulgo, when Aisha really wanted to question what you guys had done. And you guys were so ready to be like, we didn't do it. I'm not taking responsibility for that. I'm not getting emotionally invested in this. Quit being such a downer, bitch.
Yeah. If Vulgo knows anything, it's deny.
It was beautiful. And then just to add on to that, when you then turned to Eliana and was like, anybody get involved with this? And somebody, I think it was Mikayla, went, so he doesn't get any of the credit. But yeah, great fun, great roleplay as always, guys. Much joy, but that is where we're going to end. If you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
We shall see you soon.